Well, don't ask me how I got my pack on that hook. What done me in doing that? But you can see the weight is 56 pounds, about 25 kg it looks there. So it's not the heaviest. I think 60 was the heaviest, wasn't it? But I've still got to carry something else, some dog food and another bag, which I haven't weighed. But that's my fluids, car keys. Oh, I got some sandwiches just tied on the back there. It's caught nearly 60 pounds then. I know, I'm mad. Right, I've got to get it off that hook now. Right, wish me luck. Can you guess where we are? Yep. Hold on, the dogs are going to shake over me. Back at Loch Dochard. Mike is at the hut. It's... Oh, I've got to stop that. Sorry. I'm butting in here. I'm stopping my... measuring mileage. That's better. It's Monday the 5th of June. Oh, thank you, Stella. You just got me wet. We decided to come back because it's so dry and so hot and everything's dropping. All the levels are dropping. I was surprised how quick that goes down there. It really does dive. But we can now look with binoculars all around the lot. I mean, the water's really dropped down. Dropped down about 1.5 foot, I would say, in the last, what, week and a bit. So, drove overnight, set off at midnight. I drove as slow as possible, and I still got to Victoria Bridge car park for 8:30. Don't make sense. Normally it takes me 9 hours and I'm normally going flat out. Just roads were so quiet. Mike turned up, planned time for 10:30. He turned up about 10:15, so he was early. I managed to get a bit of sleep in the car, only about 40 minutes. But it's so beautiful. I would guess the temperatures are 23, 24 degrees. And it is 5 to 2. Beautiful. Good evening, everyone. Just having a cuppa, had some cake. It is 2028. The Three Stooges are in there. You can see where I'm going to be, but I haven't put a sleeping bag out yet for me because you know what happens if I do. Three Stooges will be lying on it. Mike has just gone for a walk. We're pitched right near the river where it crosses, you know, if that makes sense. The Stalker's track down from Loch Dochard, and it crosses a little stream or river. I mean, at the moment it's a stream because there's hardly any water, but that's where we believe Neil crossed from. Loch Dochard's up that way. The stream is just below this little rise there, and we believe he got cut off with the weather and the conditions. Not straight away, he kind of took a wander further up, then doubled back, and then realised he was cut off. That's what we're now believing from what we're hearing. So we'll be checking to see if he skirted around the locks on that side tomorrow. Then we might skirt behind us on the far end to see if he tried to get round that way, and then I'll be doing my valleys. But what a lovely place to pitch. As I say, Loch Dochard is just over there. We're about a quarter mile from it. Along the Stalker's track behind me now there's a river that's more or less dry. I'm talking to you, it's getting cold. But today the temps, I think I showed you, around about 26.2 degrees. That was at 6 o'clock, around about that time. So God knows what it was like earlier, because it was screaming with temperatures, you know what I mean? It was really hot. Mike was feeling it today. Weird, because I was the one that didn't have any sleep. Yeah, I think I've done it so many times, my body's getting used to it now, you know, kind of driving up and hauling. As I say, it was about £60 pack again. Crazy, I know. The things I didn't add in it were dog leads, sandwiches, something else I forgot. Something little. But anyway, so I reckon it was near £60. It was, I think, £56 when I weighed it upstairs in my house. So it's not far off. So going back to the point, yeah, Mike was feeling it today with the temperatures. He didn't get very good sleep the night before, so I think it all caught up with him. But so he's had a good rest today, and I will have a good rest tonight. I brought a winter sleeping bag. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But trust me, these temperatures still drop. I mean, on the paper it says it's 10 degrees, but there is a chill in the air at night, and you can feel it. And last time I brought a three-season bag, which was supposed to be down to 0, but not a chance of it being anywhere near 0, and I did not feel the cold. So I've had cake, I'm having coffee. They'll settle down in a minute. I'll chuck blankets over them. They're going to be fine. We'll all be snuggled up nice and close, so we'll all kind of generate our own heat and kind of share it as such, if you get what I mean. The inside of the tent looks like a bomb hit it, but trust me, I know where everything is. Trust me, I do. So that's it for today. Hopefully Mike gets back to his tent. I think you saw it. It's a one-man Niger P-O-P-O. I think it's P-I-O-P-I-O. Never heard of it before. Weird setting it up. It looked really flimsy, but once it's all tied down and pegged down, it's quite strong. But it's a lot of netting inside, so you'll probably feel the cold as well. But it's got a good sleeping bag. I'm rambling, but anyway, yeah, it's been a long night then driving up. It's been a long day in the temperatures, and we're just kind of pondering what to do tomorrow. And as I say, I think we'll push over to there's some largest locks over there, and we believe he might have skirted around the river and around the locks, but we're going to walk along this river stream that goes up here. It's kind of a cross between a river and a stream, but at the moment there's hardly any water in it at all. We'll see what we find. Realising that all the time that when he was here, that was flowing quite fast because they'd had overnight rain, really heavy overnight rain, and it was raining during the morning, off and on. So as I say, I think there was a break in the weather. He decided to go for a stroll across the stream. That was probably a problem when he was crossing it, but he probably pushed on. But we now realise he didn't take his torch, so he was definitely out during the early morning. And he also left his trowel in the tent, so he wasn't like going for a call of nature as such. So everything was basically in the tent, waterproofs, some lovely bright orangey kind of red colour rab waterproofs that you would have seen a mile away, but he didn't take them, so that shows it wasn't raining when he went out that morning. The tent was a bit wet inside, but one zip was closed. But we know what happens with these tents. If this one's got a magnetic catch on the bottom down here to stop the wind riding the zip up, because if you don't and the winds pick up, the tent will flap and then eventually the zip will keep riding up. It's a well-known thing. Outdoorsy people will know all about that. So that explains why the tent was wet inside, and yet one zip was open and one was closed. So again, we're just searching and searching. It's going to be a long job. As I say, it's always going to be down to a bit of luck as well. So I'm going to finish this coffee, zip up, listen for Mike to come back, and slowly doze off. He ain't going to be gone long. He hasn't had his dinner yet, so he's only just popped down, had a little gander. But the sun's going right down. We're in the shadow now. But I think there's going to be a breeze through the night, a little breeze, nothing strong, which would be nice from what I can see on the Met Office reports. Right, that's it from me before I rabbit anymore. See you in the morning.